I want to welcome you to Psychology 201. This is a college transfer class, so for you to be successful in this class, you must make a C or better to transfer to another university or college. This is the home page, and if you look down here, you see News, and this is the area where I will put any new information that I feel is important for you to see. So anything the college sends out, I'll also put a message here about any assignments or tests that are coming up. So here's a welcome message. This is the textbook we will be using this semester. And in this message right here, you will see that you do not have to purchase an access code for this class. We have inclusive access. So when you log in to your D2L class, the Psych 201 class, go to the MindTap Activities link, which I'll show you in a minute. And when you first click on it, you'll be asked to set up an account. But after that, every time you click on it, you'll just go right into the class. So there's no access code for this class. Now, if you do want to order this textbook, a paper copy of it, you can do that in our bookstore. So you obviously are listening to this orientation, but there's also an orientation to the MindTap class in the content area in the Start Here link. So please listen to that orientation also. Look at the syllabus addendum because that's where you're going to find out how you earn your grade in this class. And I put a calendar in your content area. And it's not in the calendar area, which I'll show you in just a minute. It's in the content area. What you need to do is print this calendar, post it somewhere, and keep up with your weekly assignments. You don't necessarily have to do the assignment on the day that it's listed, but by the end of the week, you should really have all of the assignments done that are listed in that week. So print your calendar and put it somewhere where you'll be able to see it. Here are video instructions on how to log into that MindTap class. If you have trouble with the D2L class, here's a link to support. And if you need to forward your email, if it's a 4-week class or an 8-week class, you have got to stay active in the class and be very focused in the class. I used to teach this material in 16 weeks, so now the class moves very quickly. So it's very important to be active every day. But if for some reason you want to forward your emails to another email, these are the directions on how to do it. So let's go back up here to the top, and I'm going to show you briefly the class. Start Here we're going to come back to because that's the link that you'll spend most of your time in. That's where the content area is. So let's look at assignments first. In assignments, you have the discussion area. Now remember, in the discussion area, everyone sees what you post here. It is not just for the instructor, it's for the class. So here's an area where you can ask questions at the beginning. I'm sure some of you will have some questions to ask, and I'll answer your question and all the students can see the answers. Now this is the first one that's graded, Introductions. I want you to introduce yourself to the class, and the way you do it is you click on Introduction. It's going to open up a page where you type in your message, and then at the bottom it says Post. And remember, everyone sees this. There's 4 different discussions that you will be graded on. Also in assignments, you'll see the Dropbox area. In this class, your final project is a behavior modification project, and you actually do it after Module 2. I'll show you where there's information about this in just a minute. But the date, you'll need to check your due date for your class. It will be listed in your calendar, and it also will be listed here. But this is where you post your project. Now, in assignments, we also have quizzes. But in this class, the quizzes will be in the MindTap Cengage activities, so you will not use this link. Now under Communicate, this is a very important link. Sometimes students say they're not getting any emails from me, and it's because they're not checking this link. This is where all your emails from York Tech will come. So make sure you check on that and look at whatever emails are coming from me or your other instructors. Now, class list is where you'll see everyone in your class, and if you want to send a message just to one or two people, you can click on the class list. My name is listed there, and that's the way you can reach just me. Remember, in email, it is private, and only I will see it if I'm the only name clicked. Now, under progress, there's an attendance register. I have an assignment that I use to mark your activity in each of the weeks that we're in class. So you can check this to make sure I've marked that you did complete the activity, turned it in, so you get 100% on your attendance. Grades is where you can check your grades. Now you'll get a running total for your grades. So if any grade you haven't done the assignment yet, it won't count against you. It'll be an average. Your exams count 60%, your MindTap activities and discussions count 20%, and your project counts 20%. So you'll be able to see your grades here and an average of how you're doing. So let's go back here to Start Here. Here's where the content link is. This is the calendar that I do not use. So this is the content link. Start Here, course information. You're listening to this orientation. There's another one to the MindTap class or Cengage class. There's a welcome message. This is the addendum that will tell you what you're going to do to earn your grade in this class. And this is the calendar I was talking about that you can print. So over here in the table of contents, Cengage MindTap activities, this is the area I'll cover in the other orientation, so I'm not going to click on this. But this is what you click on first. You set up an account, and then you'll get to your class every time by just clicking here. There's some information on your modules, what chapters are covered, what you need to do in the 4 different modules. These are the review sheets for each module. I'm going to click on that so you'll see. You have Module 1 review. Click on that. It'll open up the review sheet for you. And I would print these and use these review sheets as you're reading your assignments in the MindTap activities. Here's your behavior modification project information. There's 4 different files here. There's a video file. There's a Word document that says pretty much what's on the video. Here's a rubric, and this is how I grade your project. And here's a sample so you'll know how you should submit your project. And down here at the end is the supplemental videos. You have some of these listed in your MindTap activities for you to look at, but if there's an area that you would like to get a little more information about, these videos are short. They're quick. The gentleman speaks very quickly, but I think that if you're having any kind of trouble, it will help you understand the material. So I know we went through this very quickly. I would go back and click on all these links that I just showed you. But I hope that we have a great semester and that everyone is successful.